Welcome back to another video by I Like Your Blooms. Thank you guys for watching. Today what we're talking about is this wonderful perennial in the mint family plant, and it is called the Bee-balm. And this plant is awesome. You know, it attracts butterflies, it attracts hummingbirds. It even been told to repel mosquitoes. Now this plant, what we're going to do today is we're going to propagate it, and I'm going to show you how to take a piece, cut it into two, create two new plants off this one plant. Now first things first, you want to take your pruning shears, your pruning scissors, whatever you're using, and you want to disinfect them with some alcohol of some sort to prevent any disease, fungus, anything like that from spreading plant to plant. So first, we're going to take a snip right down here at the bottom. We're going to take it all the way down. This is a new plant. We just put it in the yard this year, but we've already created a few plants off of it, and we're going to keep continuing to make more plants. That right there is a good 8 to 12 inch piece, and what we're going to start to do is we're going to start to remove the leaves off the plant, and then we're going to cut it in half, and we're going to continue to de-leaf this wonderful stem. And what we're going to do is you want to make sure you're getting leaf nodes. You have nodes of each leaves, which are space in between where the next sets of leaves will be growing. And when you're taking the leaves off, you want to have those nodes showing, have a little piece of them out, because it'll be easier to apply your rooting hormone, and that is where your roots will be coming out of. So I'm going to have a node directly on the bottom. Directly right where the bottom of that stem is a node. So there will be roots that'll come out of the bottom, and then about an inch up there is another set of nodes, and there should be roots coming out of that as well. Your end goal for each piece, you want the least amount of leaf and foliage exposure possible. So right there, boom, we have two leaves. You could even cut each of those leaves in half. You want the energy from any daylight that this plant is getting to not go into leaf production. You want it to go into the roots. So what we are using today is called cocoa coir. It's a soilless medium. There's all sorts of soilless mediums out there. You can use soil, you could use sand, whatever you like to use. Try it, see what works best for you in your area. Now make sure you get a dabber, a stick, toothpick, paintbrush, whatever, and you get a hole, and you make the hole big enough to where you'll be able to stick your plant in there, and you won't be scraping off any of your rooting hormone that you are using. Now what we are using today is Clonex, and it is in gel form. It is the first time I've ever tried this stuff, and so far we're having pretty good luck with it. Now I'm going to dip it in, and then I'm going to take the dabber and I'm going to kind of paint it on the nodes. Very important that any exposed nodes that will be underneath a soil, underneath some kind of medium, you want them covered with the rooting hormone, because that is where your roots will be coming out of. So I usually go aim for 2 nodes depending on how much soil I'm using, medium I'm using. But you know, if you got a long piece, you got a bunch of nodes exposed, cover them as well. You know, more chances for this plant to root, the better. So yeah, we're just going to pop it in there, and we're going to just lightly press it down and make it to where our soil, our medium, is holding the plant in place, because you do not want it to be moving. You want it to be standing still and not going anywhere. Well, what we will be doing is taking these plants, and we will be setting them inside of a clear tote and then covering them in saran wrap. So you could use a clear tote, non-clear tote, it doesn't really matter. We're going to give it a little bit of water, just because it will be sitting in this tote for 2 to 4 weeks. You want it covered. You want to give it some sort of a greenhouse effect, because that will create condensation, and that will give you a good plant. Now I want to thank you guys again for watching this video, because this is my favorite part of the video. Boom, boom, boom. Success. We have some roots, guys. Check them out. Look at those pretty things. This plant is healthy. I'm happy. The plant is happy. We did it. Boom. Got some new growth at the top. It's a great thing. I'm going to show you guys here. I'm going to break it down a little bit. Technically, you should never do this, but I really want to just show you guys the roots. You normally just want to take your medium, whatever it is, the roots are already growing, they're in their structure, they're in their cone, they're in their circle, leave it, plant it. Thank you for watching. I like your blooms. This is the Bee-balm video, propagating Bee-balm. We have success. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.